residents of Esan Southeast local government area of Edo State on Wednesday woke up to an early morning gun duel between members of a vigilante and a killer herdsmen, during which one of the herdsmen was killed and several others wounded. Tribune Online gathered that the vigilantes, led by Mr. Osage Ugbodu, were on routine patrol between Eko, Ogenye, Ahia, Udakpa communities following several threats by the Fulani herdsmen when they reportedly stormed on the herdsmen operating, and the clash ensued at about 1:25 a.m. The herdsmen were said to have killed an Igbo farmer in his farm within the area a fortnight ago and had threatened more attacks, with the indigenous living in fear as the herders had forcefully taken over several farms from the owners. The killer herdsmen, who reportedly rode on motorcycles, on sighting the vigilantes, opened fire at them, and the vigilantes returned the fire. Dazed by the superior firepower of the vigilantes, Nigeria Tribune further gathered that the herdsmen immediately fled and the vigilantes gave them a hot chase, shooting as they pursued the fleeing herders. The Fulani herdsmen sustained various degrees of injury, and one of them, who was badly hit, dropped and died on the way to the hospital. Items recovered from the bandits include one unmarked motorcycle, one AK-47 assault multipurpose rifle with 20 live ammunition and charms. Meanwhile, the corpse of the dead herdsman is said to have been deposited in the morgue by men of a Ubiaja Divisional Police Station. When contacted, Chidi Nwabuzo, Edo State Command Police Public Relations Officer, said that he was in a meeting with the Commissioner of Police, Philip Ogbadu, and promised to call back, which he never did as at press time. You can imagine. The worst part of it is that the same Edo people have been complaining that these herdsmen have been terrorizing them. We have been talking about it, and there was a time I said it when Oshomole and Obaseki, Obaseki was really engrossed with Oshomole when they were going about their preparing for the 2019 election. I was just like, and these things were really happening, but they never paid attention to that. They were just paying attention to election, and people did not even. Of course, people who were really affected were complaining. This thing has been going on for a very long time. Now, Loretta Noche and Festus Keyamu, we are going to be mentioning their names, telling us that people are just trying to paint them black. People have been coming and saying in that particular Edo state that most of the time they will get these people arrested. The police will they will take them to the police. Before you know it, they will be returned back again to the town. They will still see them. You can imagine they have taken over most of the lands. Of course, Nigerians know what is happening, just that the government is playing to the gallery. They want to try to paint another picture for everybody, which we are not going to be buying. If we are not even talking about those ones that have happened, even the Oyo one, what of the Ekiti one? After the governors of Southwest Ed meeting, these people had to go to another forest reserve in Ekiti State, destroyed a lot of things, and they are telling us that they want to sit and they have to resolve it. Sit what? Some people are committing crimes. They say want to resolve to sit on the round table to resolve it. Can't they be arrested? You see what we are talking about. When people begin to talk, they will say, oh, people are they try to cause chaos. They try to bring a war into this country. But what you are doing is even worse. People who have committed crime, you can't arrest them. Who is now bringing trouble? So you want the people who are affected to now be looking at you. You will not tell them they should go and they should learn how to live with them. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. The so-called leaders, they will be forced to do the right thing. You will be forced to do the right thing. You see what happened? Tell me, people have been living in fears. People whose their livelihood is based on farming, they can't even go. You see, all of this is happening everywhere. Ogun State case is still there. Nobody is saying anything. Gabashe will not issue statements. But let Ogun State people come out and say enough is enough. Then they will begin to issue presidency statements. Thank God that these people were able to match it with them. Match it, head on. What nonsense. My people, nothing goes up that will not come down. Certainly the downfall of the Fulanis all over Nigeria have started. Watch and see. Everything about killers Herdsmen will be history. Will be history very soon. Yes, it will be history very soon. You can imagine. What audacity do they have? Someone say amen. Oh, Obaseki, please do something about this Herdsmen and their kidnapping business in Edo State. You seems to be sleeping on duties. Are you waiting till they completely take over the state before you ask? Please do something. I think he has already, Edo State security outfits too, he has already organized that. And each of the local governments or each area, they have told them to organize their own vigilantes. But they should report their own vigilante to the state so that the state will know that, okay, you are operating at this level. That is what he has done. And that is exactly why these people were able to overpower this Herdsmen. If not, be this one with the talk for the talk. Kill somebody 2 weeks ago, and they are still bragging that they are coming. What can you do? They are coming. What can you do? We are coming. Well, don't wait for any politician for anything, Mr. Man. That is a good news. Thank God Nigerians are beginning to take the bull by the horn by defending themselves against killer Herdsmen. They must be evicted from all forests and corners. Fulani everywhere killing. I love Edo indigenes. Keep it rolling, please. I knew all along that when Edo is waking from slumber, it will be fire on the mountain, but it is taking too long. Good, Jeg is digging his political grave and associating with failed politicians. He bowed out in 2015 with his head high to world acclaim. He should steer clear of these torturing and inept politicians or plummet into oblivion in the valley of a destruction where they are headed. He was disgraced and defeated hands down in 2015. Okay, was this really a defeat? Whatever he likes, all of them, you see them, I pity those who are always supporting the politicians. Majority of them are so bad. And you that you are supporting them, you should check yourself, because these people, they can move anywhere. Of course, you two people who are always supporting them, now there are likes of them that do not have they cannot stand on their own. Anywhere belle face, so you can't even blame them. So the way the people they are supporting, the way they behave, the same way they themselves, they have that tendency. So you can't even blame them. Rubbing shoulders with or the same set of people, they will abuse themselves. At the end of the day, you'll be falling for all those their antics. Well, its matter is not even relevant to what we are saying now. The injured Fulani man died on his way to the hospital. Abeg, who be the person wey go get work? Wey dey carry Fulani go hospital. Vigilante, more of that. Well done. Flush them out of Edo State. Don't wait for any governor. God's grace and protection in Jesus' name. Daily is his Fulani, this Fulani, that. What manner of evil tribe have we gotten in our midst? This is one of the reasons why the IG of police is asking that the local vigilantes should be disarmed so as to give the Fulani terrorists free hands to kill other people. They want to fight Eastern Security Network, but Fulani that has been killing for over 4 years now, the military did not see them to fight. It's Eastern Security Network that they want to block. They went to block Olu Road and start killing innocent citizens. The meaning of Herdsmen in is Nigeria's problem. That is what Fulani Herdsmen means. They have made themselves a problem and they must be solved. Solve them summarily and all the problems of Nigeria are gone. They have become human demons everywhere in this pitiable country. Please, my very dear Governor Obaseki, don't license any Herdsmen to any land to rear cows. You are our able governor. The one Oshomole did should be revoked. These Herdsmen are Tourette people, a wandering desert warriors. Who brought them in? Who brought them in? They shouldn't have taken the corpse to the mortuary. They should have allowed it litter in the bush and road because when they kidnap and kill their victims, the corpses litter in the bush. But you see that most of the time we do forget many things, maybe because we have a much problem or many problems that we are faced with. How many times have they kidnapped even government officials, top government officials? They've kidnapped them. every now and then kidnapping people. The problem is that those who are behind, whether they are Fulani, why is it that it's so difficult for the government to, or the security people to kill, to arrest them? So guys, let's say your opinion, leave your comment below and let us know your thoughts.